Israeli President Isaac Herzog was on MSNBC's with MSNBC's Anna Cabrera. Just a reminder, this is the guy who said there really is no such thing as innocent civilians in Gaza because they all voted. They could have staged a coup against Hamas.
Also, we don't know how those kids are dying. Can't be certain.
And just to be clear, understand that if you don't like Donald Trump, according to this guy, anything Donald Trump did that was wrong was you are morally and practically culpable for because and could pay theoretically with your life because you did not stage a coup to get rid of him.
Or it's the same, this has been said before, so I'm restating many people's points on this, but this is the justification that bin Laden used to attack the World Trade Center, which is that we are collectively responsible in the United States for the crimes of our government.
And with that said, that's the proper introduction for this guy.
I understand you're making efforts to protect the civilians, but we've all seen the pictures of the destruction, the desperation, and the death toll is climbing. In fact, an IDF spokesman confirmed yesterday that the military believes about 2 civilians have been killed in Gaza for every Hamas militant. Is that acceptable to you?
I'm unaware of this quote by a IDF spokesperson, but I will say the following. This war is a war that is not only between Israel and Hamas. It's a war that is intended really, truly to save Western civilization, to save the values of Western civilization. We are attacked by a jihadist network, an empire of evil emanating from Tehran with its forks in Lebanon with Hezbollah, with Hamas in Gaza, with the Houthis in Yemen. This empire is in Iraq, and this empire wants to conquer the entire Middle East. And if it weren't for us, Europe will be next and the United States follows. I remind all about 9/11 and thereafter, meaning there are extreme fundamentalist thoughts that want all of us out, and that's what we are facing, and the world has to understand it. We didn't want this war, God forbid. We went through hell, but we have to defend our people and enable everybody to go back to the region and live in peace. That's what we are doing for the sake of the entire world.
You mentioned...
I wonder if there is any sentient person who had any question about this, as opposed to just sort of like willing to chime in and already be predisposed, that actually believed that for even a millisecond. The idea that this is a clash of civilizations, the idea that that Israel is a bulwark to Hamas coming to Europe or America. Hamas exists because of Israel. Hamas was nurtured by Israel. Hamas was allowed to thrive and encouraged to thrive because it undermined the ability of the Palestinian people. These are Netanyahu's words 20 years ago, not mine. Undermined the move for Palestinian statehood by dividing their leadership. It's just fantastical that this is about a clash of civilizations. Well,
in a sense, it is about preserving Western civilization. If you define Western civilization as like Western colonial empire, I mean, that's certainly a part of it. But like that's this really scary kind of racist undertones there that I think we're starting to see that kind of rhetoric become more clear to people. It's the civilized versus the savages. That's what it is. It's about the people who like gay folks. That's why we bring rainbow flags and over to the areas that we're killing civilians at. And that's why we talk about how Hamas are mass rapists. Like, these are the people that are less than human. They're not civilized. They're not cosmopolitan. They're not first world. And so in that sense, they deserve to be conquered no matter the human cost. And, I just want them to pick one. Are you indigenous to the this area, to what is now Israel, or are you Western? Pick one, Isaac Herzog, because you can't really have it both ways.
Yeah, and the big problem with the class of civilizations thing, which Likud party, like Netanyahu types, really welcomed in the 90s, is that it takes it out of the structure of a settler colonial context, and then it becomes which is what a lot of people that don't pay attention or just hear about this in the news one time is, these people have been fighting for thousands of years and nothing's going to stop it. And that's a big
it's
problem.
actually not true.
Yeah.
Jews, Palestinian Arabs, Christians lived in peace.
It's nationalism, not religion.
During, I don't know, for centuries in that region.
Read Avi Shlaim.
It was the introduction of nationalism, was both Zionist nationalism and then as a reaction both to that and, the unwinding of British Empire, Arab nationalism. So we shouldn't fix this problem with more nationalism would be my prescription. But.
Yeah, especially because when we're talking about Western civilization, what that really means is the continuation of like a white dominant power structure in the world.